What do you do next? How do I become fulfilled in my career again and get over hopefully what is just a hump? Do not let these people kill you. What's up, everyone? It's your girl Aggie, aka Nurse Aggz. Welcome back or to my channel if you're new here. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about a topic that is also real within the nursing profession, and I'm sure you've heard of it, and that is nurse burnout. If you don't know what that means, nurse burnout is whenever you become physically, emotionally, mentally exhausted from working as a nurse, and it's often due to being overworked and often under supported. So I want to give you guys some tips to avoid nurse burnout. And if you're already there, and trust me, I have been there before, I kind of am in the middle of it, how to get out of it and what next steps you need to take so that you do feel fulfilled in your career and you are reminded as to why you chose nursing to begin with. So if you're interested in this topic, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, comment below, and let's hop right into it. So first, how to avoid nurse burnout. I know you've heard this before, but I just have to say it, and I have to put an emphasis on it. Do not let these people kill you, period. What I mean when I say this is, as a nurse, you have to work hard regardless. I think it is a lot harder than people really make it out to be. And I'm not just talking physically, I mean mentally as well. You have to critically think as a nurse. So when I say don't let them kill you, find ways to work smarter, not harder. That might mean clustering your care. That might mean learning things that can help you get your job done more efficiently, learning where to ask questions and who to ask questions so you're not taking so much time trying to find the answer on your own. Learn how to work smarter, not harder, number one. 2, self-care days are a real thing, sis, okay? We have PTO for a reason. PTO is paid time off, and you get that time as you keep on working. So take advantage of that. It's perfectly okay to call out. If you don't take care of yourself and something happens to you, your job is going to find a way to move on. They're going to function and run with or without you, and that's just the fact of the matter. If you feel like you just need that time off, go ahead and take it off. It's going to be okay. Your job is going to be okay, and it's only going to benefit them in the long run, because I think once you feel 100% yourself, or you feel like you have nourished what your body needs, what you need mentally, emotionally, physically, then that's only going to reflect in the workplace. So take that day off, sis, if you need it. Or sir, sorry, this is not supposed to be gender exclusive, but take that day off if you need it, and don't let these people kill you. Okay, that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 is to always think about, what is your why? Why did you get into nursing to begin with? Was it for the money? Was it for the people, the interaction? Really go back to the drawing board and think about why you went into this profession to begin with. And I think that reflection will hopefully re-inspire you to give your patients all that you can. And also, when it comes to reflecting on what your why is, I really encourage you all to get involved in your professional organizations. That for me is A1. That's the Association of Women's Health, Obstetric and Neonatal Nurses, because I am a labor and delivery nurse. And I found that when going to their different events, going to the conference, I am surrounded by other nurses who love their job, and I get to learn so many things about how to be a better labor and delivery nurse, and it really truly does make me want to do my job even better, and it makes me just love my profession all over again. So I definitely encourage you guys to get involved in your professional organization, and it's also a great way to network and learn about other areas. That's tip number 2. Reflect on what your why is, and a tip on how to do that is to get involved in your professional organization. So let's talk about those of us who have nurse burnout, or maybe had nurse burnout, and what do you do next? How do I become fulfilled in my career again and get over hopefully what is just a hump? 1 is to explore your other options. Think about, why are you burnt out? What is it that makes you feel so exhausted? Is it the job? Is it the unit that you're working on? Is it the lack of support from management? Is it the specialty area? Maybe you're not interested in pediatrics anymore. You know, it's not giving you what it once did. Maybe it's the pay. You feel like you're doing a lot of work and you're not getting paid as much. Maybe you want to have more autonomy. You want to be able to call the shots, give orders. Think about what it is that's making you burnt out, why you don't like your job as much, what's making you feel exhausted and not fulfilled anymore, and then go from there. That's the great thing about nursing, is that you do not have to stay where you are. There's so many options, but it's up to you to figure out what is best for you. So different resources, Google, Google has everything. Maybe there's something you've kind of been curious about. Just simply type it up in Google, go on YouTube. YouTube is a phenomenal resource. Nowadays, you can find out what it's like being an FNP, what it's like being a pediatric nurse practitioner, what it's like being a travel nurse. They have like day in the life videos, so just look those up on YouTube to give you more insights. Depending on why you are feeling burnt out, that might mean you want to go back to school to advance your education, and that does not mean you have to be an FNP or a CRNA. You can go back to get your master's in nursing education, or in public health, or in your master's in like nursing informatics. So just do your research into those different options through Google, through YouTube, to see what it is that is best for you. There's a saying that goes, if you don't like something, fix it. And if you can't fix it, fix your attitude. Kind of talked about how to fix your attitude, and that includes reflecting on your whys and you know, what got you into nursing. And now if you can't fix your attitude, you want to fix the actual situation, think about what that is that you have to do to get out of that exhausting environment that you're in. Maybe it is you're feeling like you are doing a lot of work and you're being underpaid. I've definitely been there before. I think a lot of nurses have been there, because in general, I feel like nurses are underpaid. But there are options and there's ways to make more money. So that might mean even doing travel nursing, which is a phenomenal option, especially if you are single like me, no kids. And even if you do, you still can do travel nursing. If you have, I know I have plenty of colleagues that have families and they are travel nurses and they love the money. They're making like double what I make, and I'm just looking at them like. So look into all those options. I really hope that helps. Please let me know in the comments below what tips you have as far as how to avoid nurse burnout and how you got out of it. What did you do to start loving your job again and to start feeling more fulfilled? Share down below, because I know it's going to help somebody else. It's probably going to help me as well. And I will talk to you guys on the next video. Bye.